Hello everyone, welcome back to Crazy Nights with Samia, episode 2. Today's episode is self-care. Now, if no one knows what self-care is the epitome of taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself or giving yourself that self-care is so vital. In this day and age, I feel like people are talking about it, but they're not prioritizing it enough to the point where they're just burning themselves out. So let's start from the beginning. What is self-care? Self-care is the practice of intentionally taking care of yourself first before you start taking care of other people. So by taking care of yourself, you're thinking physically, mentally, emotional, involving yourself in activities that promote health, managing illnesses, and then enhancing your overall quality of life. Now, let me give you some examples. When it comes to taking care of your physical health, step 1 is eating healthy. Exercising, going for a walk every morning or in the afternoon or whenever you have time. Give yourself an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. If you can't do 45 minutes, do 25 to 30 minutes. Go for a walk, go to the gym, go on YouTube, search up 20-minute exercises or 20-minute stretching or just anything to get your body moving. Also for physical health is getting enough sleep. Set yourself a ritual where you put your phone down at say 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. and you go straight to bed. Don't spend hours scrolling your phone in bed because we all know what happens then. The hours pass and then you regret not getting enough sleep, and then you try and make it throughout the day and your body just crashes and breaks down. And then if you keep doing that every single day, your body just burns out. And when that habit forms where you're constantly going to sleep late and not giving yourself that proper routine, that nightly routine where you slowly put your phone away, wind down with a cup of tea, and just give yourself that time to just relax. Another thing, so when it comes to mental health, things like mindfulness, your breathing techniques, sit alone, cross your legs, close your eyes, and just focus on your deep breaths, breathing in and out. Give yourselves that 10 deep breaths where you just focus on your breath, you eliminate all the outside noise, and you only think of you and how you're breathing in those 10 breaths. Engaging in hobbies, like things that make you think of yourself, things that make you happy, things that make you excited, things like going out for a coffee, taking yourself out for a coffee. Now, I do that a lot. I don't need a friend to go have a coffee with. I don't need to rely on somebody to be with me on that table or at that restaurant to have a coffee with. Find no shame in going out for a coffee, giving yourself that freedom to go out and have a cup of coffee by yourself without relying on somebody to come with you. You know, there's no shame in sitting at a restaurant table or at a cafe by yourself and having a meal or having a cup of coffee. There is absolutely no shame in that. Try do that. Seeking help, like don't be afraid to ask for help. Finding that courage to ask for help sometimes. Back then, I'm talking a couple of years back, it was kind of like you felt ashamed if you were asking for help, but now it's encouraged to ask for help, because if you have help and you have support, it kind of takes some stress and some weight off you, and that in turn helps with your emotional and mental well-being. When it comes to emotional well-being, you know, connecting with loved ones, your friends, friendships, being around friends who accept you and understand you when you are feeling a certain way and help you set healthy boundaries. Friendships are so important. Partners and relationships are so important if you are on the same page, and connect together in a way where you both understand each other mentally and emotionally, physically. You are just on the same page. So that is so important. I have to let you in on a book that I am reading. It is called Alone Time, and it is by Sybil Gildart, and I've been loving it. It gives you information about how to find comfort and embrace the alone time, but I've only read this much to love it. I've come to realize that as you grow, you become very easily overstimulated with chaos, like lots of people, crowds, like loud noises, all of that. Like you don't want any of that. You don't want any of that. So the more you grow, the more you realize that the more you appreciate your alone time, the more you appreciate, oh gosh, I'm losing my voice. The more you appreciate choosing yourself, the more you appreciate giving yourself that self-love that you need, your body needs. Buy some hair care and start taking care of your hair. buy good, delicious smelling creams and start lathering your body with creams. You know, buy a body wash that smells really good and just lather yourself when you have a shower. It's simple things like that that really change your outlook in life. You start to look forward to your showers when you have like good products to use. You start to look forward to your downtime after you put the kids to bed or after you've come back from work. Just that downtime where you have a shower, you put on your pajamas, your loungewear, get a good book, make yourself a cup of tea and just sit down and unwind, put on a movie. You know, simple things like that just become a reward in itself. The older you grow, the more you realize that I don't need a ton of friends. I don't need to be going out every single day. I need to be in this place and this place and go there just for the sake of being out and in a crowd and socializing and all that. Self-care is so much more than what people say it is. It is the key to a healthy living, to a better living, to a longer life, to everything. You know, I'm going to read you a page out of this book. Just lost my page. Pick a random page and I'm going to read a snippet out of it. Okay, this is literally the second page of chapter 7, which is activate fun behaviors. Behavioral activation is of value if you find yourself saying these things. I don't have much energy. I'm tired all the time. The things I do don't give me meaning. I think I know why I'm feeling sad, but I am not 100% sure. I don't like my routine. But these are just examples of what people find themselves saying when they're not happy. So behavioral activation is easy to implement. Find some private space and jot down the kinds of tasks, chores, and activities you accomplish over the course of the day from the moment you rise until bedtime. Sometimes it is easier to simply list events in their order of occurrence each day, such as eating breakfast, taking the train to work, meeting a friend for lunch, going to the gym after work, and so on. Think about the connections between those activities and your feelings. Do the tasks make you feel good, or are they making you feel irritated or sad? Use a pen and paper to make connections between your behaviors and your emotions. Once you figure out what kinds of activities make you feel good or better. I love this book. I don't know, where did I find it? I think I found it in TK Maxx. I found it in TK Maxx on a random day while I was shopping. I was in the book aisle and I was just going through the books and I found this book. The heading captured my attention straight away, alone time. And lately I've been valuing my alone time. No one has to understand why you like to be alone. People these days are so quick to judge. Like when they see you doing something for yourself, they just want to pin you down. They just want to like shoot down your happiness. They want to like judge you in any way they can just to make you feel bad. But when you have that level of self-care and confidence, you don't let anyone's judgments get to you. Let me give you an example. You know, things used to get to me very easily. The click of a finger. You know, someone used to say something to me and I used to get really angry straight away and I used to shoot at them straight away. But after learning about self-care and giving myself that time and just really understanding myself, I've learned that they don't deserve my time and energy. I mean, they could say what they want about me. They could assume, they could, you know, laugh that I'm choosing self-care. They could laugh that I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing, you know, to take care of myself, to take care of my well-being, to not let toxic behaviors get to me or to take me down or anything like that. So I let them talk. There's also a quote going around on Instagram saying, let them be wrong about you, let them judge you, let them misunderstand you, let them assume, let them think however they want about you, let them, you know. So I'm just letting them. I know myself, I know my heart, I know my value, and I know my level of self-care is so high. I know I'm giving myself the right level of self-care and no one needs to understand it. For those who used to prefer to go out every night or every weekend, now prefer to stay home. That's a level of self-care. That's growing up. That's upgrading. My self-care routine right now as a 31-year-old mum of 3, my self-care is waking up at 4:30. I never used to be a morning person, and trust me, sometimes I still am not. Now with the colder weather approaching, I find it really hard to get up because I don't want to be cold. I will be warm and rugged up and I just don't want to get up. However, what replays in my head is get up and have that coffee that you are looking forward to every morning. So I'm going to give you my self-care routine and hopefully that benefits one of you because it's been helping me. And I feel like I've leveled up in my emotional well-being, my mental well-being. So first things first, I set my alarm to 4:30 in the morning. And what pushes me to get up every morning is my cup of coffee. Another thing that gets me up in the morning is knowing I'm going to spend some time to myself before anybody wakes up. So waking up at that time, knowing it's dark outside, everything is quiet, the house is quiet, that moment of silence is what gets me so excited to get up in the morning and just sit down with myself and read a book, go on my phone, drink my coffee and just sit in silence. Another one is buying my favorite hair products and giving my hair the treatment it needs and doing hair treatments on my hair. Like, you don't understand, it may be nothing, but it goes a long way to making you feel good. And just treating my hair same way I treat my face with skincare morning and night. That's a self-care routine. It's engraved in my veins. Like, I have to do that every single morning and night. It's just become a part of routine. Everything I'm saying now is part of my routine now. Like, me 5 years ago would not be on this routine now. I would not be waking up at 4:30 or 5:30 or even 6:30. I would be waking up probably 20 minutes before taking my kids to school. Yep, but trust me, I feel like the more you grow, the more you understand and you value your time and your privacy and your well-being. Like, you just want to be alone, you want to have that time. Overstimulation kills your vibe, kills your energy, and we're not here for it. Mamas out there, don't feel guilty for spending some time on yourself, getting a mani-pedi, getting your hair done, getting a facial, going to the gym. None of that should make you feel guilty. It is part of that reward for taking care of your kids, for taking care of your home, for working. You need to pour into your cup in order to pour into others. Making little changes and progress into your day really helps in the long run, and I encourage you to take some time out every single day to give yourself something. Like, give yourself a pep talk. I pep talk in the morning. I tell myself I can do it, and I promise myself that after I drop off the kids, I'm going to go do something nice for myself, whether it be some shopping or a coffee or cooking myself my favorite meal. Like, anything that you feel like is a reward to yourself is part of self-care. And don't forget to treat yourself, ladies. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back soon for episode 3. Bye.